Welcome to Calamity Golf. So this week we have comedian Dom Hatton-Woods, and we've also got a use it or lose it challenge which we took part in Massereene golf course up in Northern Ireland.
We do. First, let's talk a little bit. Have you seen this stuff about this golfing Saudi Arabian Super League?
Not going.
And that donut, Phil Mickelson.
Phil Mickelson. The thing about Phil Mickelson is I really like Phil, but there's times when you go, oh, you've let yourself down there.
The thing is, I think he's done the greatest marketing to make him look like the nice guy for a long time. Because I think there's all these little things that I've heard come out. I think it's just a bit of a front. It's a bit of a front. And this stuff coming out now has just kind of gone, there you go. I mean, it's not a surprise that Greg Norman's come out and done his stuff. Because you just go, it's Greg Norman. He's never been the nice guy on tour. But Phil Mickelson, this is what it is. I think this is what it is.
I think with Phil, I mean, like I know him. Jesus. But you remember a couple of years ago, he was putting and he hit the ball, and then as the ball was still rolling, he moved it again.
Yeah.
I kind of lost a bit for him there.
Yeah, I think he's.
Now I know he went on to win the PGA, obviously at 50, which is great. And I know he does a lot of stuff online, like the fireside chats, and he does all the stuff about calves and coffee, activate calves. And he seems like a guy that seems like a bit of a laugh, but then there's this little bit across from him that you kind of go, oh man.
He just loves a few quid.
Loves his money.
He loves his money.
How much money do you need, man?
Yeah, but I think he likes spending that money as well. So I think he always wants to regenerate it after he's maybe had a bit of a gamble on maybe himself or on different things.
I'm very proud of Rory McIlroy for coming out and standing up for the players on the tour and against Phil. And I think that would have really hurt Phil in terms of the camaraderie on the tour.
Yeah, and I don't know whether he'll come back and play. It's going to be tough for him because, as I said, it's very different on tour. I think that you look at these other sports and you're meant to hate each other. But golf's a different thing. Golf, you've got to spend a lot of time with people. And there's a lot of people as well that rely on you be able to have a bit of a chat on the way around and things like that.
I think he'll be fine. Like things like what Patrick Reed have done and stuff like that, they've battled through like any sort of controversy. And I think Phil Mickelson will be totally fine coming back. He's got every right to come back.
Yeah.
He's taken time out. He's gone to reflect on his behaviours. That's fine. Take some time out. Come back. Do an interview. There'll be eyes on him all the time. And he might get a few boos and a few jeers here and there. But ultimately, after a week or two, it'll be old news again. Because he has said some stuff in the past. I remember once he was in Ireland, I think, and he said he hit a ball into a grandstand. And somebody said to him, like, but hitting the ball into a grandstand, he said, oh yeah, I won't go up there looking for my ball because Irish women aren't good looking. Jesus. Like he said that years and years and years ago and got into trouble with that. And obviously, these little faux pas, but I think the Saudi Arabia one was to pitch it like, oh yeah, it was a good way of moving towards Saudi Arabia to get a better deal on the PGA when everyone's come out and said like they're quite happy with the PGA. He did not read the room right.
No, he's not read the room. And also, I mean, it's very similar, all this Saudi Arabian stuff with the golf is very similar to what happened in football with the Super League and stuff, and people going away from it all, and these guys trying to make it a closed shop, trying to make a few extra quid and all this kind of stuff. And you just like, especially these top guys, you kind of go, you're in the position to earn so much money. I mean, you look at the Players' Championship the other week, where the guys are winning, and nothing against them. The reason they earn so much is that people like me watch it. People like me go and buy stuff, go and buy the latest stuff that they're sponsored by.
Got my FootJoy on today.
FootJoy's on.
Not even sponsored by them.
Whatever you are, whatever you get. The reason that's why golf is so expensive, and that's why these guys get paid the most, because there's eyeballs on it.
Yeah.
So for them to get that, but don't come out and say they need to get more. Cameron Smith won the other day, $3.6 million for first prize. What's his name? When they won the FedEx Cup the other week, $15 million first prize. There's enough money out there to do that. Now, look, I know there's situations where, look, a lot of this is top heavy and you've got to get into these certain things, and there's lower down not doing that. But the Saudi Arabian League wasn't going to fix the actual problems. You spoke to Sophie Powell on one of these episodes, and she mentioned it's like gambling on yourself every single week, and that's what it is. Yeah. It's not the top guys that are gambling that have got sponsors and stuff. It's the guys that have got to go and try and earn $2,500 at an event, and they're paying out £1,000 to start the week when they haven't got that money. That's the gamble inside of it. And Saudi Arabian Golf League wasn't going to fix that. It wasn't going to fix that problem in golf. It was going to fix, these top guys are going to get more money. That doesn't fix things. That doesn't change what golf is. The one thing that golf needs to do is these guys make enough at the top. It obviously keep going, the more people watch it and all that kind of stuff. We're talking about it, which means, all these different things. The reason they get so much money is we talk about it, we play the sport, we buy all that stuff. I have nothing against that. But don't come out and say we need to make more money. They're doing all right, aren't they?
But also, if you ever watch golf in Saudi Arabia, there's no fans there. No one watches it.
No, because it's a bit quiet, so it's an odd
Like, are
place
you
to
going to
be.
go to Saudi Arabia with the lads for a weekend to watch them golf? No.
I don't think so.
I'm not going to Saudi Arabia.
I don't think so. No, it's not the kind of thing. And,
anyway, I think Phil will be back.
Phil will be back.
He'll be back. There'll be a storm for a week or two. He'll do an apology, and then after a couple of miscuts, people just forget about it.
What do you reckon, though? Do you think there needs to be an alternative to the PGA and DP World Tour? Do you think there needs to be something else? Because they've tried it with the matches and stuff like that, where it's Tiger versus Phil, and it felt a bit
it's ridiculous.
daft. And they did the one where Tom Brady or whatever his name, Peyton Manning, got involved as well. And you're like, what's this? It's no good.
Mic'd up as well.
Mic'd up. And I think there's bits in that. I'd love to see more mic'd up golf and stuff like that. But it felt so staged and things.
I think the way golf is at the moment, you know, with all the tours, European Tour, DP Tour, PGA, ladies, PGA, European Tour for the ladies as well. Like, there's some great golf out there. And also the Challenge Tour and Euro Pro Tour, which you can just watch like on YouTube and even go to like events near my house. Euro Pro Tour, it's coming to Calamity this year, and like I'm going to be going down and I'm playing in the Pro-Am. Just a chance to be able to play with pros. Now, they're not the world's best pros, but it doesn't matter to me, they're still amazing. And I just think the tour is totally fine. Obviously it'll change and move as things go and new opportunities, but the same four majors are still the same. To me, it's only the Masters and the Open are my two.
The thing is, I think that what they're saying is the more interesting golf is when these top 10 players get to play against each other every week, and they kind of get to that point. There's not enough opportunities for that, and I'm just like, that's not the case. So you look at the Players' Championship last week. You know, you had Paul Casey up there, Cameron Smith up there, Keegan Bradley was up there to the end, Kevin Kisner was in and around. You had Lahiri from India that was up there. It's not the biggest names in golf. It's not the world's top 10, but because it was close, because it was on an amazing golf course that TPC Sawgrass is, and because it was just a good golf tournament, and you didn't really know who was going to win up until the last minute. You had Cameron Smith hitting it in water and behind trees and stuff. It was still interesting to watch. That was one of the favourite things to watch. It doesn't need to be the top 10. What it needs to be on is competitive golf courses where they're not shooting 62 every time they peg it up and it's 12 under and 35 under. You find that in the Open, you find that going to, especially the courses in the UK and stuff. You find that thing. Same with the Masters. It scores usually around 10 under par. It makes it for a better event where they're close together, the field's more compact. It's not about having the best 10 golfers in the world out there. You've seen it. You could put Mickelson versus Tiger, and it's still a bit boring. The main thing you want to do is put good competitive golf on the TV. That'll make a massive difference.
Yeah. The one thing I loved about the players was to see Shane Lowry's hole-in-one.
Shane Lowry.
The best celebration ever, because I was just like, go on, Shane, go on. And he put up a tweet or something saying, the points are on me. And I was like, that's why we love him, man.
I love it. I mean, the thing for me was him driving from Portrush to Dublin. That clip, I'll put it in here. And him celebrating in the bar.
Oh, it was brilliant on the bus, yeah.
And he's in the bus, in the bar, he's singing, he's got his pints there.
I think he went from Dublin to his house in Offaly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah, there's a great kind of like documentary on YouTube about Shane Lowry after he won the Open. It's like an hour long, and he goes home to his family, and then there's a party and nights out and stuff like that, and like all the media and stuff. So we'll put a link for you to actually watch that.
But that's what it should be. That's what it's all about, golf and things like that. And I think that the one thing we've looked at this series is that looking at that local thing, because he's gone there and then gone back to his local club and his local bar and stuff, and all these guys that play golf with him every week are celebrating it with him. And it's the same thing we looked at. We had a like Calamity boy who won on the European Tour, and then he came back and had a beer and was sat with. We went to do the filming that day.
Yeah, Jonathan Caldwell
sat there with a coffee kind of thing.
Yeah, he won the Scandinavian Masters, and he's like, and he was going off that night. He goes, "Oh, I've got to go to Portugal for a week's practice." I'm like, "Oh my God, it's Jonathan Caldwell just sitting in his home club, hanging out with his members." And this is a guy that wins on the European Tour.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think that this is where people kind of overlook it. They kind of put these guys up there. The one thing about it is that with golf, so all these guys have come through a club somewhere. They've been members of somewhere and stuff, and they have a good laugh with the members, and the people we're going to speak to throughout this have come through that system. Yeah. And that's the big thing, where they're still going out back and have a pint, still going back and have a coffee. Yeah. Still practice there when they can, still playing the members roll up on a Saturday kind of thing. That's what it's all about.
Imagine having a members roll up. Who's coming up? Oh, there's Shane Lowry and McIlroy. I know you're all right.
I seen that. I did see once. I think Tyrrell Hatton went back and he played in like the Wednesday midweek medal and shot 62. Oh. And everyone's just going, that's a bit mad.
Came fourth.
He came fourth. Yeah, because someone off 54 beat him. But yeah, anyway.
So there we go. Lots to come up this week on Calamity Golf.
Who we got on this week? We've got as a guest for this week. We've got
Dom Hatton-Woods.
Dom Hatton-Woods.
He's a stand-up comedian from Somerset, but living up around here. Plays golf. When he was playing off 7 handicap. We've also got our challenge, which is
We've also got a challenge this week, which is the
use it or lose it challenge.
You've seen the European Tour do it. Well, this is better.
We did it at Massereene golf course in Northern Ireland, and I hated every single second of it.
It wasn't that bad.
It was awful.
It was cold.
I will never do it again.
It was
I'm not
very...
doing it. Don't even want to talk about it.
It was cold. I mean, we were close that day not to going out there.
We were close that day. There was an amber weather warning. And you were like, no, let's go. And I'm like, buddy, you know you're on telly.
But yeah, we've done it. So we went out and played it. So that's in there this week, and we're going to start off with that little challenge. Me versus Andrew. Yeah,
in Massereene.
Right, we're having the wander over. We wanted to get out here, out on the course at Massereene. We're going to do a quick use it and you lose it challenge. So 14 clubs, we've both got 14 clubs in the bag.
I've only 13 clubs, I only need 13.
Right, okay, well that's going to make things difficult. But anyway, we're going to do that. 14 clubs. Once you've hit it, that's it, you're done. And once your other opponent hits it, that's it, you're done. So we're going to hit it on this little par 3 here. See how it goes, and if you hit the green, you get a point. It's not nearest the pin, you've just got to hit the green.
Yeah. All right, well, I've never done this challenge before, so it'll be interesting to see it.
Interesting to see. It is, as you can probably hear,
look at this.
Even though we've got high quality technology, it's windy.
This is actually against health and safety rules and regulations. What we're doing is, but that's why we're called Calamity Golf.
That's it. Right, who's going first?
I'll go first because we're in Ireland and I'm Irish. 160. I'm going to hit I'm going first. I'm going to hit 7 iron.
Right, so that's 7 iron done.
Are we allowed to use tees?
Yeah, that's 7 iron done.
7 iron, 160 yards. Wind is, it's not off the right, off the left. It's in every area of the sky. So here we go. Oh Jesus, just broke me tee. Should be pretty straightforward, to be honest.
You can get there with 7.
May I get there with a pitch and wedge if I want it?
You really get? I don't think you get. I was thinking.
Hey, just stop talking. Just focus. Oh yes, baby. Oh no, it's in the bunker.
So that's nil point.
So can't use the 7's gone.
Out.
That was actually not bad for these weather conditions. Like, that's actually not that bad.
I think that was a bit long.
What club are you hitting?
I'm going to go 8 now.
Right, so I lose my 8 as well.
Bit long.
8's gone.
Do you know what?
7's gone.
I should have gone 6 here, because I don't think you'd have got there.
No, you've gone, mate.
I've done it now.
Shot.
Go, go, go.
Oh, short. What club was that?
8.
Oh, I'm going 6. Oh, I'm going to try and hit a 3/4 6. This should be it.
See, that's it. We've had the 2 goes of the clubs we should be using, and that's it gone now.
It's pretty straightforward, this, to be honest.
Oh, wind's not hit. It's not hit it.
Bunker.
Right, I got 5 now.
5 is gone. Shocking. See, the wind didn't carry that, like. It's actually really tough, like, it's really tough.
After this one, it gets really interesting.
Oh,
Sit.
perfect.
Sit.
Too big, too big.
Big. We've not hit the green. We have to do this again because we need to at least get 1 point.
Hybrid.
Right, what's that for you? Is that?
Because I don't have a 4 iron.
So I lose 4.
Yeah.
And you've only got 13 clubs, haven't you?
Yeah.
So I lose me 3 as well. It's good, this.
Right, this is it. Hybrid.
Take your time. Some routine you're going through here, come on. It's freezing, the rain's coming in.
Shut the fuck up. Pissing me off. put me off now.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. 1. Oh, it's smooth.
Oh my God! Please be good. Please be good. Oh,
That's on
awful.
the next tee.
Awful. Awful.
I got 9-9.
You're not getting anywhere with 9 iron, man.
You know when I'm getting there?
I've only got wedges left.
We've got wedges, 3-wood, driver and putter.
3 woods next, anyway. I can tell you that.
I think I can get there with this. Go! Go! It's too high. It's hit the green on me! 9-9! Hey, 1-0, lad! That 3 would
How did you do that with a 9 iron?
Because I hooked the bollocks off it, that's what I did. Got a question for you. How many golf balls we got left?
Loads, don't worry. I've got 3 wood.
So that's my 3-wood gone.
Wow, you put that on a 9 iron.
How high are you teeing that? What are you doing
This
here?
Johnny Big Bollocks there because he just made one shot, like. Oh, I put a 9 iron to 160 yards in the cold. Yeah, your girlfriend's texting other boys, just so you know. Oh, fuck it. It's on a footpath.
Right, we got a pitching wedge. This is going to be...
Right. Driver. 1-0 down.
I think this settles it, doesn't it? If I hit this with pitching wedge, it's all over.
Yeah, well, I've got a driver left, so I can still
Yeah,
play.
that's what I mean.
Yeah, but if you get 2 up, I've still
That's
got the
it.
putter.
I don't think
You
you...
put that in.
Still think I can hook it on there with this. Don't say it, don't say it.
1.
Hey, there's always fucking one, isn't there?
Shank Central. Oh no.
It's got a chance,
Oh
you know.
no.
That's got a chance, you know. No, it's not.
Never had a
40
chance.
yard
Never
shot.
had a chance, mate. Like,
I don't know what to do
you
now.
had a better chance of sliding into Rihanna's DMs and her replying than that ball ever did of getting to the green. Right,
we got left? We
driver
got-
on a par 3,
Got 3
106.
wedges and a putter
Driver.
left. Oh, you've got a driver, haven't you? It's a big swing, that. It's a big, big
Big
swing.
boy,
that.
aren't I?
He's played one.
Oh,
He's got the distance as well. It's
the
really
line,
lucky,
man. What have you got?
that. 52.
I've already got a 50.
That'll do.
Right, this is it. We're not going to make it with a 60 or a 56, are we?
You got to try though. Here's a question.
Yeah.
Got any golf balls?
Did you not bring enough golf balls?
No, I brought 6. You have half of mine, yours and mine, but I've got none left.
There's 2 golf balls there, mate.
There you go. Oh yeah, there's that yellow one from yesterday.
Fucking English coming over to Ireland here, lying again, lying about what their intentions are and what they want to do.
I don't know whether to try and
Just shut up and hit the ball,
this or try and do the same shot again with the hook.
Yeah. Oh, hook, straw, fade, whatever, we get it.
The hook
You
the
know
hook.
how to do things.
Back of the stands.
Your girlfriend keeps texting me, man. Oh.
It's not doing it. It's ambitious.
Do you know what? That was a good effort, man. I'm going to give you a bit of respect for that. So you put the ball back of the stand. It's like a little bit of a punch, isn't
So
it?
you
Like-
lost that 50 as well. You got to use one of these now.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going putter.
56 degrees to go 160 yards. Why? Why? If I tow it,
I don't think the toe's going to help. It's got to go. You got to try and hood the face and use the breeze. I have to swing faster than that.
Huh?
You'll have to swing faster than that.
What's wrong with you? Oh, that's not good. So, it's what are you playing? A putter, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
It's putter all day, isn't it?
Class, mate.
160. You've got to get
Johnny Big Balls here. Look at this. Look. Just gonna put my way around. Oh, shot.
Skied it. It's not a bad effort.
It was awful. It's a putter.
I mean, come on, lob wedge.
No, I'm done.
That's it.
Yeah.
Bowing out.
See that, mate.
Wasn't the best, that, was it?
No, it was awful, mate. The weather's awful. My hands are cold.
But luckily, one of us hit the green.
One of us hit the green. You
Just-
did. And fair enough,
just
do you know what club was it? 9-iron?
9-9.
9-iron on the green.
What's frightening is that I missed it with 8 massively. The 5-iron shot was horrific.
Yeah.
It wasn't good, but the 9-iron, I was
Yeah.
impressed with that. I was more impressed that I nearly got there with like 46
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
But the rest of it was
Yeah.
pretty shit.
Like, it was my first time ever doing that challenge, and it's I'm not doing it again.
Why not?
It's fucking.
Why it's not that? It's not that
It's.
bad.
I'm not.
You get better.
Why are you hitting a putter off a tee box? I mean.
Why not?
It's-
Why
it's like-
wouldn't you?
It's like asking for a pint. It's asking for like a pint of Guinness and putting some milk in it as well. Like, it just doesn't work.
There's sick freaks that do that, you know. So that's one of the challenges done. We've got a few more coming up.
Yeah, loads coming up.
What do you think you're going to beat me at?
Do you know what? I genuinely believe where I have you in golf as a 9 handicapper and you're a scratch golfer. I genuinely believe from 100 yards out, that is the strongest part of my game. Like,
Okay.
if we were to say here now,
Yeah.
in my wedge game, I like to think I'm pretty decent at getting up and down. Now, obviously I don't do it all the time, but I'd rather hit a 100 yards pitch shot than a 175 yard 6-iron or 7-iron or something.
That's it.
So
we
we're-
need to do this pretty sharp
Yeah.
because it's about to absolutely shut it down. We've managed to avoid, we've done this bits of filming this weekend.
Yeah.
We've actually managed to avoid any rain. We've not been caught in it.
Not been caught in any
It's
rain.
been fucking freezing, like.
Yeah, but that's the thing about golf though, is like some golfers wake up in like February and stuff, or March when it's cold, and you go, "Can I get out today?"
Yeah.
It's not about like, it's about getting out.
Yeah, it's
and we got out this weekend. And it doesn't matter whether it rains or snows or hailstones or there's a storm or there's a weather warning or the government are telling you not to leave your house for fear of death. We will find a way to get onto the golf course.
Exactly.
Because that's what you do when you play golf. It's very addictive, you know.
It is addictive.
So I've enjoyed our weekend in Northern Ireland. It's been absolutely brilliant. Massereen's a fantastic course.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I can't wait. I'd love to come back here when it's not.
Well, it's not winter.
Well,
it's not
winds.
winter, but it looks phenomenal.
Looks phenomenal.
And it's obviously part of the ISPS Handa and European Tour. So obviously, it just looks like a top class course.
Yeah.
So anyway, Alex, it's been a great weekend. Thanks very much. Well done.
Cheers, man.
Good man.
Later.
Prick. Right, well, that was me and Alex at Massereene at the Use It or Lose It challenge. I did lose it. I lost it. I'm not a fan of that challenge, actually. Not because I'm not any good at it. I just think, don't I get when Alex beats me at anything? Because he's a pro. He says, he keeps going on about being a pro. So I was a pro, you're a pro. He went to America, didn't make it, did he? Anyway, so welcome back to Calamity Golf. We have stand-up comedian Dom Hatton-Woods.
Hey, man.
Golf lover.
I love golf.
He loves it.
Yeah.
Loves it.
I do.
Proper loves it.
Yeah.
Like to the point where you're a single figure handicapper.
I was. So what it was, I think I started golf when I was about 12 years
Right.
old, and then I played obsessively. Like my mum would drop me off at 8 a.m. on her way to work.
Oh, I
and
love those stories.
Drop me off at like 8 p.m. Pick me up at like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
in the summer. And then I got down, I was 15 and I was off 10, I think. And I wanted to be a pro. That's what I wanted to do. And then I think I was, got down to 7 actually. And then my friend who was off 2 said, I'm not going to be a pro, I'm going to teach. So I was like, oh, well, if he's not going to be a pro, I probably can't do it. And then I kind of stopped.
You kind of stopped. And what age were you when you stopped?
Well, I reckon I stopped when I went to college at 16. And then I started doing, I started working in a gym, so I was doing that. And then I started comedy. And I just stopped.
That was it. The wheels of comedy took over.
Well, yeah, because comedy and golf just don't go together, do they? Because you're always in another place and like...
Yeah, but they're also, I think there is a benefit. Like if you're predominantly living in one area and you have Mondays and Tuesdays off, you can get out on a Monday. And the beauty what I love about golf and being a comedian is I don't need to be part of a team.
Right.
Because I can't commit to 5-a-side football on a Tuesday and a Thursday night.
Sure,
I can do it on my own. I can play on my own. I can, if I'm in, say if I was in Birmingham for the weekend, chuck the clubs in the car, do my show on a Friday, go to range or something on a Saturday, breaks the day up, go to do the show in the evening. So that's why I kind of love it. But I can understand, especially for some people, if you're doing stand up and you're traveling all the time, the last thing you want to do when you have a day off then as well is lug a set of clubs around the course for 4 or 5 hours if it's cold and stuff.
I did love golf, but I just haven't played for a while,
Yeah.
I live in Manchester now, and I'm in a tiny little apartment. I don't know where I put my golf clubs, so I've left them at home.
Well, where are you from originally?
Somerset.
What the hell are you doing from Somerset up here? There's some nice courses down in Somerset.
Yeah, they're great, yeah.
Not as nice as the courses in Northern Ireland. Please go visit.
Great for golf. I've played in, what's the place? Where did they have the Northern Irish champs? Carton House?
Carton House,
yeah. I played there, that was great.
Yeah.
I know my parents.
Were you playing just as in a competition or just in
just played the
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I've not actually played Carton House.
It's amazing.
That is a course I would love to play.
Yeah.
And it was a good day out?
Great day.
Did you play well?
I did 2 days.
You did 2 days? 2 courses.
I wasn't that good then, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think. But the first green looks really close, but it's actually really far.
When you were starting up playing golf, when you were like 15 handicap and you got down to 7, how addictive was it for you?
Incredibly.
In that time, because it was like at that age, was it just like get up, course? Were you getting coached at the same time as well, or were you learning yourself?
I had a teacher, but I kind of didn't have a choice because we lived quite far away, and my mum could either drive me at 8 a.m. or I just wouldn't go,
Right.
So I could only get driven 8 a.m. and picked up 8 p.m. So I was there for a long time.
Yeah.
But when no one else was there, because there was a big junior team.
Yeah.
And when no one else was there, it was boring as fuck. Because I was just on the range by myself.
Yeah.
But then when there was loads of people there, we'd all play like 2 rounds in a day, which was fun.
Yeah.
But I think it is super addictive. It's so frustrating as well, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, well, that's the beauty of it. It's a game that it's like this. If you play really well in a round, say you get 36 points or 40 points or something like that, you want to go out the following day because you're feeling good about it.
Yeah.
You want to continue that winning streak. If you're playing really bad, you want to go out the following day to fix it.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's so addictive. My level of addiction at this moment in time is that I love collecting yardage books. So wherever I go, so if I was in Portrush recently, which is in Northern Ireland, a phenomenal course, I get the yardage book and I get it and I just start to collect these books.
How many
and I
do
have
you
a little
have?
drawer. I think I've got about 12 at the moment. But Royal County Down.
Like the course guide.
The guide, the yardage
yeah,
and all that. Like, and I like a shot finder or something like that. I absolutely love that. And every time I go to a course, I buy their green marker.
Yeah.
The marker for the ball, and I
to.
collect all them.
Yeah.
And I think that's some people collect football jerseys.
I used to collect the polos with the club logo on. That's what I used to do.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. So when you started doing stand-up comedy, obviously, did you ever feel like there was any way that you could do both, or like, do you have an urge to kind of go back to golf?
What I would like to do is set up a comics swindle kind of thing. Because at the golf club I used to play at, they'd have like a work swindle where there'd be like 20 of them. They'd go out in 4s, all put a $5 in. And whoever made the most points gets the money.
Yeah.
I'd love to do a comics one of them, but I just don't know when I'd play, because I would like to play again.
Maybe like on a Monday when the comics are off, because very rarely we work on a Monday.
That's a good idea, isn't it?
Do a Monday roll up, find a course, get out, and I guarantee you every single comedian who plays golf will be like 100% I'm up for this. And then when it comes to handing over money, nobody will turn up.
Yeah.
That is my experience. You know those people out there that say yes to everything. They're always saying yes to everything but do nothing.
Yeah.
Like I've had people who I play golf with, comedians, and I play golf with them. Like I play golf with John Robbins, Carl Donnelly, all these guys, really great, always turning up as well, which is key. But then sometimes you're saying to people like, oh, do you want to do a fancy round next Wednesday? Tuesday night, you've clubs washed, shoes are ready. Yeah. You've already had a look at the drone footage of the course on YouTube. The clothes are out. You've got your little packed lunch, your little protein bars. You get them. Sorry, mate, can't make it. And you're like, oh,
what a dick.
Go on my own then.
Is Carl a good golfer?
Carl's a very good... Yeah, they're all good. Carl Donnelly's great. John Robbins is good. Jimmy McGee's good.
Yeah.
We often play a 4-ball sometimes. Paul McCaffrey's a phenomenal... He's a phenomenal stand-up comedian. I was going to say he's a phenomenal golfer. He's a phenomenal stand-up comedian. And he's a good golfer. We do play. We played probably about 6 times last year together. And we had a little tournament and stuff like that. But the comedians... You think, like, you know, when the comedians play, like, it's just a laugh. Very serious, man.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
Because comedians' pride, you know, when you're on a bill as a comedian, you kind of secretly in the back of your head, you're like, I want to be the best one tonight. Like, I want to smash this gig.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to out there is be beaten by other comedians, because you know you're not going to be let off the slagging if you do anything like that, you know?
No, so I think I should set that up.
You should set it up,
in
man.
London, right?
I'm living in Ireland and London.
Okay.
I share my time between 2 cities.
So how come you're doing this?
Am I doing this here? I don't know. This is just how it's happened.
Okay, fair enough.
So I have to pay extra money to come here.
Yeah.
So I'll fly home tonight.
Okay.
And I'll fly to London on Thursday.
Yeah.
Welcome to the diary of Andrew Ryan, the weekly diary. When you were playing 8 a.m. to 8 p.m, when you stopped playing golf, what did your folks say to you about it? Because obviously they were used to you leaving the house all the time playing golf. Not that they didn't want you back in the house, but like, did they talk to you about it?
So I started working in the gym. So
Right.
I was in the gym instead, working in the gym. But I regret this sometimes because I had 2 choices. I could have either gone to college at 16 and done sports science, which is what I did do, or my mum was going to send me to a golf school, like a proper golf school.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think, what if I did do
Yeah.
that? But I kind of given up on it at that point. And I was 15 off 7. I don't know if that was really good enough.
15 years of age, off 7.
Yeah, because I had friends
I see
that were
what
off
you mean.
scratch. And
Yeah.
like Ian Poulter is the only one really that started when he was 16. Everyone else starts when they're like 5.
Yeah. It's weird now, like, you know, with sport. Like, I have a nephew and he's really good at football and he's a goalkeeper. And like this summer he's gone over to Villarreal Football Club to do like a little camp. And I look at him and he's only 12 and I see this kid and I go, he's 12, like he's the only thing in my life that could potentially pay my mortgage off by the time he's 21, if he continues that. And it's very hard to become amazing at a sport if you pick it up at 15, 16.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, you have to start, you know, at 5 or 6. But 15 years of age off 7, doable.
It would have been doable,
But it would have been like 100% focus.
yeah. But there's my friend Tom. He doesn't have any life. Like he's on the European tour now, and he does nothing else apart from plays golf. And he's not even doing like whether he'll make it onto the PGA Tour. Who knows?
What's his name?
Tom Plum.
Tom Plum?
He's like a low-level European tour player.
Yeah.
I think. But like he does nothing else at all. Like he's lived no life away from golf. Like he travels and plays golf all the time, but away from that.
So if you took him to a pub on a Saturday night, he'd be like, what am I doing here?
Well, he does it occasionally, I think, but like very rarely because he's always away, and then when he's not away,
Does he talk about the life? The golf life?
I don't speak to him that much, but he loves it. Like he wouldn't want to. He couldn't do anything else.
Yeah.
It'd be like a comic. Like you probably couldn't.
Yeah,
do
I
that.
think it's quite a lonely life. Being
Very
on
lonely,
tour,
but then-
especially if you're in the lower, if you're struggling every week to pay your bills. I think it's mentally, it's very, very tough.
Then I reckon it's the same being a comic on tour, like a low-level touring comic.
Yeah.
I think because you're
Well-
by yourself and you have a support act.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I mean, I've done little tour shows and stuff like that, and it can be quite lonely.
Yeah.
And also, your whole day is built around that 1 hour at night or hour
Yeah,
15,
yeah,
and then when you come off, there's this massive low,
Yeah.
and people just go home, and you're like, "Was that it?
Yeah.
Like, is that what I did?
That's it, yeah.
That's the end of it. It's crazy, isn't it?" So, you're going back to golf?
I'm going to try and set up this. So I'm going home. I'm doing a gig in Dorchester, the Comedy Network, or whatever
Right.
it is, in April, which is very close to my house.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go there, go home, pick up my clubs. I'm going to set something up.
Great.
Like, because if I set like a weekly up thing on a Monday up, and then I knew I had to do it every Monday, I would do it because other people were there.
Yeah.
You know, but I wouldn't play by myself. I don't want to do that anymore.
You won't even play around with golf on your own? I love playing golf on my own. Just drop another ball, no one's looking, practice
If
away.
I haven't done it in a while, maybe I should give it another.
Yeah,
give it another
it's
whirl.
unbelievable, man. Like
yeah.
I played last week. I went up to Clandyby Golf Course in Northern Ireland, and I teed off from the 3rd hole actually, because the first hole 1 and 2 were closed, and lost the ball off the first shot, second shot down the centre of the fairway, and I went, "Oh, this is great!" And I just walked down, and all I could hear was birds, and I could hear the green cutters cutting, and I was just like. This, and I you know what also I did as well, I turned my phone off, so I didn't have to look at my phone in between shots. And I was just like, this is just, and there was nobody behind me, and I just hit a couple of wedges into the green and all that, and I was like, there's no better sport.
In the summer, I do think it's the best thing ever. Not the boiling summer, like 20 degrees.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better than that, playing golf.
Yeah, what's your best round score?
73, which is 2 over par at that course.
Wow,
but
that must have been good.
That was amazing, yeah. But when I was doing like playing properly, I'd go and play like junior programs and stuff.
Yeah.
And the best I shot on an away course was 76, but I never did very well at away courses. I think I put too much pressure on myself. Because I wanted to be, I had Tom shooting like, remember one of the club champs, when I shot 73, he shot 8 under par.
Wow.
One round. So I had him doing that and I was like, now I'm shooting 5 over and that looks awful now.
You're coming in with your 73 and you're like, wait, legend, wait, 8 under? Oh.
Yeah.
So massively deflating, isn't it? Like,
But I think the standard of golf, I've always said this, I think the standard of golf is way higher than most other sports. Like the top standard, because you can practice, you can do the sport whenever you want, but for a football match you need footballers, for a rugby match you need rugby players. I mean, you can do elements of it, but you can't do the actual thing, can you? Whereas golf, you can just go and do the thing.
Yeah, like snooker you can do it.
Snooker.
Darts.
Darts.
What other sports can you do? So snooker, darts. Can you do Formula 1? No, you can't, because you need a team there, don't you?
And the thing is, like, you could say like physical sports, you need to recover from them, don't you, physically?
Yeah.
But I know golf is kind of physical, but you could play golf for 10 hours a day every day and you wouldn't be injured.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's the
I've
difference.
played golf 10 hours a day and I've been injured. I've been mentally scarred.
Yeah.
I've been like waking up the following morning going, I've put the clubs up on eBay that night when I'm drunk, and then I cancel the
You
eBay.
cancel
And like,
eBay,
you know what I mean? Like, no, I'll give it another go.
But I used to go and play, and then I'd get home, I'd clean my clubs.
Yeah, I love that. Like getting and put a little marker on the ball as well, because you're like, this is my ball that I'm going to lose tomorrow.
Cleaning the grips, I think, makes a huge difference, because when you don't clean them, they're just really like skanky.
Yeah.
It's just I used to love cleaning the clubs.
Yeah. So, even working in golf, would that interest you at all? Like, even if you weren't playing, but like working in like club development, or like working for a company like Titleist or Callaway or something like that, like to actually stay within the game, but from a more of a business end of it.
Now I just want to do comedy, so I don't think.
Yeah.
I would like to do something like this, like golf in comedy kind of thing. I think that sounds really, you've got it great, man. But
got it great, man.
Yeah.
Calamity golf.
I wish I thought of it, but no, I haven't.
It's copyrighted, by the way.
I don't think I would do.
It's not going anywhere. This is us, mate. So if you get if you see Dom in a YouTube channel about golf, just let you know the legal papers are in the post.
Calamity
because
golf.
He's turned up here. He's taking the piss. He's taking our ideas, right? It's because his parents are disappointed in him for giving up the game. Don't be disappointed at us for coming up with my ideas.
Comedians in golf carts getting coffee or something. You know?
Comedians in golf carts getting coffee. Yeah. There was somebody that set up one, like the Jerry Seinfeld one. Comedians on buses getting water. Did you see that one?
Was that Alfie Brown?
Alfie Brown, yeah. It was brilliant. Like when like Jerry Seinfeld, comedians' cars getting coffee. And they'd go on a bus.
Yeah.
And they'd sit on the bus, and then they'd go and get water.
Really?
And they'd just sit in the coffee shop drinking water, and it was just so comedians on a bus getting water. Well, what would the golf equivalent of that be? Comedians in golf carts are looking for the golf balls.
Looking for
golf balls. Just, what are you doing today? Just go looking for golf balls.
That would be great.
The film guys looking for golf balls would be. It sounds so boring, but I would say on YouTube, people are like, "Oh, the lads are looking for balls today. Just watch it."
Yeah.
It's fucking mental.
That would be great, because you do get people that go on the courses just to look for the golf balls.
Comedians on golf courses looking for balls.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. We're going to do an episode on that.
Yeah, you should.
Just a couple of comedians. Just what are you doing today? It's a 1 hour episode of us walking around looking for golf balls.
Well, you should do a whole round, and then if you've got like Alex and that, you would be looking for a ball a lot, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
So you could just do that and then film the bits where you're looking for balls. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, we should do that, man.
Yeah.
That'd be quality.
I've always thought, like, why don't they create a golf ball that has a little chip in it that tells you where the ball is? But I'm sure the chip would break, I'm sure.
I'd say that's been looked at already in the game. I'd say they've looked at everything, but I would say they're not allowed to be used in real play. But I think there is some balls out there that do have a little chip.
The thing is, when you get
something
to
like that,
the pro standard where you've got like a big audience, it's really hard to lose a ball.
Yeah.
Because you hit it into the shit where they are, because they're normally stood in the trees, and then they can just find it for you.
Yeah, but the crowd find it, don't they?
Yeah, so I reckon they save at least one shot around from doing that.
From having audience, from having
I would
crowds
say
there.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I still think that if I was playing in front of crowds, I'd still would lose, because nobody would be watching me. Like if I was playing with crowds.
Because if a ball comes towards it, oh shit.
I played at the ISPS Handa in Galgorm, the World Invitational European Tour event last year, and I was teeing off on the first hole, and there was about 25 people watching me. And I was playing with the professional John Caitlin, who'd won the Irish Open, and obviously he creams the ball down the line. And there was 20 people watching me. and I have never been so nervous.
Really? And you go on stage
And I'm on stage nearly every night in front of 100 people, but to hit a golf ball, so anyway, I put the tee down. I remember putting it down just like that.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, am I going to hit this? So I went, don't take too long, don't overthink it, just do what you normally do. And it's a dog leg right on the first hole, but obviously we're off the very back tees, and I only drive the ball about, if it's straight, about maybe 260.
Yeah.
And like my swing speed's only like 88 miles per hour or whatever. I'm not fast. And they were all watching me, and they were like, next on the tee, and I'm like, oh Jesus, people in that. And I hit it and lost the ball.
Oh.
Just and then
you had to hit it again.
But when the pro hits and he finishes.
Yeah.
And when I finished, there was just silence.
Yeah.
And I just stood there and I went, do I hit this again? Do I have to hit it professional? Do you know what? I'm going to take a rest from this hole because I am mortified.
But I used to really want to have people watching me as well, because I've always loved having the attention. So that's why I do comedy, I think. So when I did golf, I always wanted to have like an audience watching me.
Yeah.
And when I did, we played like a big junior competition, and we tied, and then the lowest handicapper of the group has to go out and play the other lowest handicapper of the other team.
Okay.
So I did that. So we had the whole team watching us, both teams, like the staff, maybe like 20 people walking the hole. So I was at Parkstone in Bournemouth, and I hit a drive down the middle. The other guy did the same, and I had like 80 yards into the green. I just shanked it so badly,
Yeah.
So I went like straight over there, and I was like, for fuck's sake.
And that's the end of that? I'm mortified.
And then I made a 5 in the end. It was like that far off going in the water, and then I won on the next hole. But I just shanked it. I was like, that is so. Like then, because I had a bus journey back with all the whole team. They were never going to let that go if I'd lost it from a shank.
Did you get much ribbon for shanking the ball though?
Well, I did, but then I would just be like, well, I won the thing, so they couldn't really say anything.
Yeah.
If I lost it after shanking it, because a shank's horrible, isn't it?
Oh, it's horrendous, man.
When you're on the range, it just goes, it's like,
Yeah.
horrible.
I hit a golf ball off a tee at a course in Liverpool, and I went into the car park,
Yeah.
and you could see it going into the car park, and we were all just kind of waiting, and then all we hear is, so it's hit something. So we've
hit a
obviously,
car?
so we all come off the tee and we walk into the car park, because obviously I'm not going to hit a car and not be responsible about it. But my car was parked in the car park, and I thought, please, if it's going to be one car, please be my car.
Yeah.
So we go up to every single car, and we could not find a mark on the car. So we left a message in the clubhouse, and I said, if anyone's car has been damaged today by a golf ball, too late. We've had a look, and you've missed your time to claim. No, we didn't. We actually left a note, but no one called. So we hit something.
Yeah.
Now, whether
Could have been a
it was
buggy.
definitely a car or it could be a bug, we don't know what it hit, but even though like it was 8 months ago, I still, every time I get a phone number from a phone
think it
call
could be
from a
them?
number I don't know, I always think it's
Yeah.
there's going to be something. Do you remember you hit my golf? I'm like, yeah, that wasn't me. What is it, Dom, about golf that you despise, that you hate?
I just hate when you've got a good round going, like you're in the mood, like
Yeah.
things like your level after like 6. Because I think
Level after 6.
if I lost, like if I was in a tournament and I went double bogey, 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 I'm now 4 over, and I've got 3 shots left. I'm going to struggle to bring it back.
Yeah.
Because I'm playing badly already. And I hate when I remember junior club champs one year. I was going to win it. I was the wet best, and I was 1 under after 9, and I hit it in a bunker. I was like, that's fine, I'll just hit it out, maybe make a bogey. Hit it out the bunker, into the other bunker, and then lipped it. I made a 10. And then I went from 1 under to 5 over, and I came second.
100, to 5 over, yeah.
It was par for ridiculous. I made a 10. I was like, that hole, if I just hit it out, maybe it made a 5. Because you think, I can make a par here, bogey would be a bit sad. And you make a 10, you think, well, a 6 would have been nice. So I just hate when you've got a good round going, and then you ruin it. Pisses me off.
Yeah, and you can ruin your round on the second and third hole.
You can, and
You
then
still
once,
have 15, 16 holes to go.
and then once you've done that, it's so hard to mentally come back from it. So the rest of the round in my head is gone.
Yeah, the mental side of golf is something that I need to work. I think that I need to work on the mental side of actually just being alive first, and then improve that side, and then try and focus on golf. You know?
I think it's the biggest thing, the mental side.
Yeah.
Like Ian Poulter, not that good of a golfer, but he obviously is great. But
Ian Poulter as well.
Ian Poulter's probably not as good as the other players. Like he doesn't hit it as good and stuff.
Yeah.
But in his head, he just doesn't. the Ryder Cup, he's just relentless.
Yeah.
He just doesn't
gets in the mindset, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
visualization and positivity and, you know, staying focused and not letting any outside noise come in.
Yeah.
You know, if that's my problem. I let all outside noise come in. I'll be standing up on the tee and I'll be like, oh, dude, that fucking, he never texts me back. I'm going to kill him. Oh, shanked us.
Yeah.
Need to forget about all that kind of stuff.
And I used to think about my swing a lot as well. Because I'd have lessons, I used to technically think about it. And when you're doing that, I think it's so hard to get in and just hit a good ball, you know?
Exactly, yeah. So, Dom, thanks very much for coming on today, man.
Thanks, man.
Good luck with all the gigs up and coming and stuff like that. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's episodes. Big thanks to everybody up at Massereene Golf Course in Northern Ireland where we were there. We played the Use It or Lose It challenge, which I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of any activity that makes me lose to producer Alex. Okay, so that's just the way it is. But please like, share, subscribe, all things on Calamity Golf, and follow us on all the socials as well. We'll be back soon with some more content. Thank you very much.